Hi guys, Taylor here. I just filmed this video and I had no idea it was going to be as emotional as it is, and I just wanted to tell you guys right now that this video was extremely hard for me to make, and I did not think it was going to be this hard. The things I ended up talking about I had no idea, no intention of planning to talk about, but once I started talking to my younger self it kind of just came out. So yeah, I would appreciate if you didn't leave any negative comments or anything on this video, because it was extremely hard for me to make, and this video is going to be extremely personal. But yeah, so here we go. I know this isn't going to be like a regular video. I'm actually filming on my webcam because I thought this would be fastest, and I know I don't look the best today. I have been rearranging and cleaning my room all day. It's Sunday, it's a lazy day, but today is International Women's Day, and YouTube is doing this thing called Dear Me, and it's basically when you just talk to your younger self and give your younger self advice, and I really wanted to participate in it. It's about 10 o'clock right now, and I just really wanted to participate in this because I feel like it's a very powerful movement, and I feel like it's definitely something that all women should do. Right now I'm 18 years old, and I'm about to be 19 at the end of this month, and I'm just going to be writing to my high school self, my freshman year, because I feel like my freshman year was definitely my hardest year of high school, and if I could go back, I would change so much. Like, Taylor, okay, high school is going to fucking suck. I'm sorry, but let me just, oh my gosh, if there was so many things I could go back and change, this is why I'm writing you this letter, because I would have changed so much in high school. I feel like I had the worst high school experience my freshman year. And, okay. You're gonna meet this guy, and he's gonna change the way you look at everything, and it's gonna be extremely hard. And I know, you're not going to want it to be what it is at first, but it's going to turn into it. And Taylor, don't let a guy define you. You had so much potential. You have so much potential. There are, in theater, like, you could have done so much. And another thing is, don't trust everyone. Like, there's gonna be people that just stab you in the back, and it's gonna fucking suck. Like, it's gonna suck so much, and it's just gonna be terrible. Like, you're probably, the beginning of your sophomore year is probably gonna be the worst time of your life. I'm telling you that right now. And I just want you to know that even though it feels like your world is crumbling beneath you, that you can do this. Like, you can get through this. And if you really do love this guy as much as you say you do, then just let him be happy. Like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna get probably really emotional in this video. I wasn't planning on this at all. Okay, if he chooses someone over you, that's his loss, and what y'all had was great, and what y'all had was amazing. It was your first love, but don't shut him out like you are, because your time with him is limited. And I know you're hurt, but the good thing about this breakup is that you are going to meet someone else who you're going to fall even more in love with, and who's going to just pick you up, like, who's going to basically save you and just piece you back together. And it's that love, the love you had with this first guy is going to be a completely greater love with this other guy. And what I'm just trying to say is that with the first guy, I know you're gonna hate him, and it's gonna hurt, but if you love him the way you say you love him, you won't shut him out. because if there was anything I'd go back and change is I would change the way I shut him out, because he, even though he made some bad decisions that hurt you and you thought he would be a person that never hurt you, you could still be there for him, because your time with him is limited, and he's still a very important person to in your life, and you just get over it. Like, don't be so bitter. Stop being so bitter, because it's not even like, it's not worth being bitter for. You just, Taylor, if I could go back in time, that is one thing I would change. I would just be with this guy that makes me so happy, but even though even though it hurt, the first breakup hurt really bad, just let it go. Like, you were in love, and it was first love, and so the first breakups are always hard. First of all, I want you to know you can get through this. There are going to be nights where you feel like there is no way you can get through this. And trust me, you can get through this, Taylor. You are going to get through this. And like I said, your life is going to be great. Like, you're going to meet this other guy, and he is just going to be amazing, and you're going to think, what the hell was I thinking? Like, this breakup was a blessing in disguise. And don't quit theater. You're going to regret that for the rest of your life. Just because the people in there give you a lot of negativity, don't quit. If you love it, don't. You're gonna regret it. And just do what you want to do. Don't let somebody else do that to you. Take away something you love like that. And then don't trust everyone. You're too trustworthy, and people are gonna fuck you over bad, and you don't deserve that. So just be careful who you trust, because it's high school, and these people are not gonna be your friends forever. And I know that's hard, but like, some people just don't want the best for you, and it's life. You're gonna think this one girl is your best friend, and she's not. You're gonna tell her things like, I don't know what I'd do if this happened, and she's gonna let that happen. She's gonna make that happen, and it's gonna suck. But you're gonna get really depressed, and it's gonna be really, 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 really hard. You're not gonna know what to do, and you're gonna stop talking, you're gonna stop going to school, and you're gonna stop eating. And it's gonna be extremely hard, but you can do this. I know you can do this, and don't ever, just don't, like, you're so, like, I'm sorry, I have no idea, like, I had no idea this video was gonna be so emotional, but, there's just so much, like, the negative thoughts you're feeling, they're gonna go away, like, I promise. Like, once you meet this new guy, and you take yourself out of the negativity that you're in that class, it's gonna be great. And like I said, but I know you're gonna have nights where you miss being in theater and stuff like that, and if I could go back, I wouldn't have quit, and I hope that you don't quit. I hope you don't let some other people do that to you. And just wait for, like, you're not gonna be stuck in Cal Allen forever, and it's gonna be awesome. Trust me. Like, I'm still in Corpus. I go to the island, and it's so different, and it's so awesome, and trust me, like, college is gonna be the shit. It's gonna be everything you want it to be, and you're gonna have an amazing time. But Taylor, just be careful who you trust. don't beat yourself up so much, and don't let a guy rip you to shreds. You are worth so much more than that, and you're going to be someone. And be the bigger person and just let it go. Like, that relationship wasn't meant to work for a reason. And I know you're extremely mad at him, but it's just be. I wish I had the mindset that I have now back then. I wish I had the mindset that I have now, because I would have just let it go, and I would have just, if you love him and he's your first love, and you could have been there for him, because like I said, his time was limited, and like, if I could go back, that would be one thing I'd change. I wouldn't have been such a bitch. And I know it's hard, and that's your first instinct, but like, just get over it is all I can really say. Like, oh my god, that's like my one regret in life, was just being such a bitch over something so stupid. And I wish I had more time to spend with that person, even though it wasn't meant to be for a reason, and you did end up meeting someone extremely great whom you still love and who you probably always love. And just be happy. I know in high school you're not happy a lot, and don't and do better. Like, focus on school. Like, you don't need a guy. Like, I've been single for 2 years, no, almost 3 years now, and I've been extremely happy. And you feel like you can't, like, you feel like you need someone, and you don't, Taylor. You really don't. You are strong and independent, and you can do whatever you put your mind to. Don't stop making YouTube videos. Just friggin' study, do YouTube, have fun. Like, you can do this. I know you can. And just, you're gonna be great. Like, and your first love isn't, like, I guess it's a first love, but it's a first, I don't know how to describe it, but this guy isn't everything, and you don't have to have those bad suicidal thoughts that you did have because he broke up with you. I'm telling you, like, I just can't get over that. I'm rambling so much in this video, and I'm so sorry, but you need to pick yourself up and just fucking, just somewhat, like I said, God is gonna put this amazing guy in your path that when you look back, you're gonna be like, whoa, I was in love with that other guy? Like, what? And just let it be. Like, if you, like, and you do, okay, a part of you does love him. Part of you will always love this first guy. But it is not, like, it's nothing compared to the love that you will have next. And if you love him, you won't be so bitter. And you'll regret being this bitter later. Trust me, you will regret. I still regret it to this day, because he's just not gonna, he's sick, and it's just gonna be extremely tough. And just, you, in high school, you thought that you were an extremely weak person and that you needed someone, and that's not true, and you don't need anyone. And I just feel like, if I could go back, I would change that. I would not have ever let a guy make me feel that way. Especially a guy in high school when you're 15 years old. Like, come on, really, Taylor? Like, you're 15 years old and you're contemplating suicide over this kid when you're just a kid. Like, what were you thinking? Like, you're just like, ugh, I don't know. But I would say, don't let a guy define you. Don't let other people stop you from doing something you love. Focus more on school, and you're gonna be fine. Trust me, you are gonna be fine. There's so many great things that are gonna happen to you in the future, and it's gonna be awesome. I know the relationship that you have with your mom is a little tough, but once you senior year in college, that's gonna go like your mom's your best friend, and she wants nothing but good things for you, and that's gonna be great. And um, just you just need to have more faith in yourself, because I see this now that as I feel now I can accomplish anything, and I feel like now as a college student there's so much that I can accomplish, and I feel I've never been more confident in myself, and I'm so glad that my high school days are over, because that was an extremely the first part of my high school days is over, because that was an extremely hard time of my life. And I just want to let any young girl out there thinking, when you're in high school and you're a freshman and you fall in love for the first time, it's not like there's a very slim chance it is going to work. And people talk a lot about first loves and how the first breakup is always hardest and you're never going to get over your first love. And I think that's untrue, because once I found my second love, I feel like, because your second love is that person who teaches you that you can love again, and it's usually way better than the first time. And I just feel like that really is going to open your eyes up to a lot of things, because you feel like no one's ever going to love me like he did, no one's ever going to, the first guy, no one's going to ever love me like the first love, and blah 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 blah. But really your second love is really going to open your eyes on to what love is. I'm not saying that y'all are going to last, but that first love, Taylor, isn't anything, and you don't deserve for one, okay, you don't need to be as bitter and as a bitch as you are. You don't need to be so negative. You don't need to have those seriously bad thoughts. You have so much to live for. You have your family, you have Crystal, you have this next guy that's coming into your life, and then you have so much to live for. And a guy that you thought you were going to be with forever freshman year isn't anything. Trust me, this next guy, he's going to change your life completely. And then and you and that next guy might not work out, but at least he showed you something great, and you got a lot out of that relationship. And yeah, my advice to young girls is, you are strong, and you are not worth, you are worth everything. And if you ever have any of those negative thoughts because of a boy, that's completely ridiculous, because as a woman, my advice to other young women are that you can accomplish anything, and that you don't need, and don't ever let anyone shoot you down. Don't ever let anyone take something. I let multiple different people take away something that was theater, that was my life at the time, and I regret it a lot, because that means I wanted to, that was something I loved passionately, and because of this first guy and someone I thought was my best friend and the director, I let them take that away from me, because I let them get to me, and I wasn't emotionally stable because of everything that was happening. I got really sick, and it was terrible. And don't let them do that to you, Taylor. Don't let anyone do that to you. If you're watching this video, I hope that you don't let somebody take away something you love that much, because I regret that. And if a guy does break your heart, my advice would to be, because this is the way I look at things now, my advice, because a lot has changed since then, my advice would to be, get over it, move on. There's nothing you can do. If they don't want to be with you, they don't want to be with you. And if you love them, I wouldn't shut them out completely. I would not, I wouldn't be friends with them, but I wouldn't have bad terms with them, because people aren't here forever, and you're going to live with a lot of regret if you left a lot of things unsaid and something happens to that person. Because it was extremely hard for me dealing with that. And when you're extremely bitter, you're not going to realize how much this guy is going to mean to you, And then once you do move on and you do meet this other guy who's amazing, you're gonna even think even less. You're even gonna think less of this other guy because you're just gonna be like, oh, I'm happy, I don't need him. Well, Taylor, this guy isn't gonna be around forever. This first guy isn't gonna be around forever, and when he leaves, you're gonna realize how much you really did love him, and it's gonna really hurt, and you're gonna feel a lot of regret. And I just wish that you wouldn't have been so negative about it, and I wish that you could have just let it happen. Like, things don't work out, and there's nothing you can do about it. There's really isn't anything you can do about it. And just don't shut him out like you do. Like, if you're happy with this second guy, like, good, you're happy. But when the other person needs, when you're not, you may seem like, oh, I don't need him, blah, 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 I don't need this first guy, he was an asshole. Like, get over it. Like, he's not going to be around forever, and it's going to be extremely hard for you when he isn't around anymore. Even harder. Like, I know the breakup's going to be really bad, but knowing that he's not there anymore because he still was a big part of your life is going to be extremely hard to you, and there's nothing you can do about that. So if I could go back, that would be one thing I changed. I would have not been such a bitch. I would have not had said so many bad things, and I would have just been happy with my life, but kept up with that other guy to make sure he was okay. And I would have got over it. That's what my advice to you, and that's my advice now to other young. Taylor, just high school isn't everything. Just remember that, please. Please, you're gonna have this great life. You're gonna meet mom and son, who's gonna change your life completely, and you're gonna take a vow to try to be as positive as possible, and it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna change your life. And that other guy, that second guy, he's gonna change your life too. And like, just don't be so fucking negative, man. Like, oh my god, I can't believe I ever thought those thoughts, because it's so fucking sad, and it's so, like, that's not me now. And I just want, if anyone ever has those thoughts and they need to talk, feel free to YouTube message me. I'll try to do it. Or my Twitter is @PanicKidsTaylor. I'm always going to be here to talk to anyone. This was an extremely hard video. I did not think it was going to be this hard. But that's my advice to my younger self, is to just don't have so much doubt in yourself because you're strong. And don't say that you're weak because you're not. And don't think that you're not worth anything because one guy doesn't want you. When in reality, the reason y'all didn't work out was a blessing, because God had to put this other guy, God had planned to put this other guy in your life. And like I said, the second guy's gonna change your life. And I'm just super rambling, and like, you're gonna be happy. Things do get better, I promise. High school is not everything. I know it's gonna be hard to find your place after quitting theater. Like I said, I wouldn't have done that if I could go back. That's another thing I would change. But you're gonna find your place. You're gonna have new friends, and then you're gonna go to college, and college is gonna be great, and your life is gonna be great, and you're gonna have amazing opportunities, and just, yeah. So that's my dear me, and this was an extremely emotional video, and I have boogers, and that is so gross. I am so sorry if you saw these. But yeah, you guys, don't forget, in your comments, do dear me or tag me in your dear me video. I would love to see it. We are women, and we're happy International Women's Day, and us girls have to stick together because it's a tough world out there. And if you ever need to talk, feel free to message me on Twitter or here on YouTube. I'll always respond. I really hope you guys, I hope this video made any sense at all. Like, I honestly don't know what I'm saying, and right now it says I'm rambling for 23 minutes, so I'm going to edit this and try to cut some of that out. But yeah, you guys, I hope that you enjoyed this, and this is an extremely personal video, so yeah. Peace out, guys. I love y'all.